Well, good afternoon, everybody. Windy Bill here, and I thought I'd spend a video doing an update on the Bronco project, the Pegasus. And we're going to start off with the list. Okay, oil cooler with fan, that's in the future still, probably this summer. Got to definitely get a good winch for it. I'm going to go with a Harbor Freight winch. I've been watching the people in off-road rescue teams. They're having fabulous luck with it. Flowmaster 40 mufflers, yes, got that done. Changed out the power steering pump. It was leaking. I've still got the small 2-inch cooler on. I'm going to put a 6x10 before summer. Going to replace all the hoses on the power steering. They're getting old. I'm going to put 2 KC lights, or I want LEDs though, up next to the other lights I have. Still got to manage to get rock sliders finished. Got to do my front axle. Going to put a Detroit locker up there with matching gears to the rear axle. I think it's 456 gears, but I'm going to have to check that out. I'm going to rebuild the roll cage here soon. Put a second battery in, still needed, got the place for it. Fuel pump switch on the dash is getting done this week. The low oil pressure fuel pump kill will happen. And of course, when I put the new motor in, I took care of a lot of the other little stuff. Alright, 4BG, BFG, mud trains. I'm going to definitely need those. So, that's where we're at list-wise. My shop is a little small because I share it with Casey and Whitney. And we have all the landscaping company stuff in here. The idea of why this came in the shop was for this. This is a vintage air conditioning heating. After years of traveling in the cold, you know, getting out, getting up around Mountain Pass, up around Tonopah in the wintertime, it gets down into the teens at night. So I wanted some heat and some air conditioning. It all came together. I bought this about 5 years ago and never was able to get it put in before. Just life happened when I started doing the big commercial landscaping. So we got a million parts. Got some LEDs for the inside. Just to make it a little bit more nice. I've got 2 of these accessory ports that I purchased. Hold on. You know, they've got the Type C plus the regular plug-ins. Two 12-volt ports and a switch. Okay, this one's for the back, in the back. I've got one right here on the front going in. Nice thing about Broncos, you can take the limiting straps off the doors. As you can see, I've got a lot of work being done. Got the one installed here. Still going to put a couple of more switches in this panel. Got the radio out where I can get under there and work. Have room. I've got to put the new heater control switches in. Trying to clean up the old electrical. This had the old glass fuses. They're getting harder and harder to find sometimes. So I've got a whole new fuse block going to be installed. Well, I'm not able to grab it right now because I got that table piled with too far up. But that'll be all new. This thing does have heated seats, and they're right here, left and right. It's got a ARB compressor under the front seat. Not the best location, but it'll work. We got to run all the new hoses in, so I've got that opened up, the old fresh air vent for the heater, and the hoses will come through this new panel that'll go in there. And we're just slowly working on cleaning up. Let's look under the hood. Now I went with a high performance starter, and it's got the solenoid built into it. So I don't need this solenoid. It's went to be my terminal place for all my connections, and that's getting replaced with this. I'll have 4 places to put power from, and 2. So that'll get replaced. That's going to come off, and this will go in its place. I'm not sure yet how I'm going to mount it. Something like that. And there's the baby. 347, 302 stroked. Still need to replace the carburetor. It's set with old gas in it for about 5 years, so it's pretty trashed. I already have the air conditioning mounted. This is a little cooler I used. I got to get the rest of the ducts out. Got the old defroster duct. I got to get this one side out. Got the other side out. Got my new steering wheel. Let me put this down for a second. It's got the quick release on it for I can take it off when I'm working on getting in and out, or if I need rescued, if I tip over at a rock crawling event. It goes on like that. It works good. Gonna work over and clean up on some of my wiring underneath the dash now. It's kind of a mess. The people that mounted my radio in there originally didn't know how to cut and shorten wires, so they just wadded them all up. Plus I got some switches to install. But that's just kind of where we're at right now. Yep, the Flying Horse Bronco. People ask me how fast it goes. Well, I sit down and calculated with the 35-inch tires and the gearing that I have, 456, and the $6,000 limiter on the motor, was what they're recommending. I will now only be able to do about 135. I lost 10 miles an hour. The original engine that I had, when I had 350 gears, 30-inch tires, or 31-inch tires, I could get 145. And all the calculations said I could do it, and I was clocked twice at 145. And I'll tell you what, at 145, it's a handful. So this is where we're at today. I'm going to spend the rest of the day working on it, and I'll bring you guys back when I get a little bit more done. I just thought I'd update where I'm at. Like and subscribe. I need at least another 500 subscriptions to start being able to make money, get my site monetized. If you made it this far, I definitely appreciate it. Thank you for watching.